Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, Chatting with Chops. My name is Karen and I like to make fun and entertaining videos that might teach you something. And today we're going to try and make a cheat recipe that's the Starbucks blueberry muffins that they make. And so let's get started. First thing that we're going to do to get our blueberry muffins started is we've preheated our oven to 350 degrees, and then I am lining my muffin tins with these lovely little papers so that they don't stick. So I'm going to set that aside. And I did want to make sure that I remind you guys that 95% of the recipes that I make for my channel I have never made before. So this is all just kind of guessing and you and I doing this together. All right, so we need about a half a cup of flour and a half a cup of sugar. Okay, so let's see, let's do the flour first. Half a cup of flour, and then half a cup of sugar. And then we need just a little bit of salt. Okay. And then our 2.5 tablespoons of unsalted butter. So let's just put that in there. Okay. And we're just going to stir that together until it's all mixed in together. So we've got that pretty well mixed in, and now we're going to go to actually make the muffin. That's just our topping. Okay, so we're going to set that aside. So let's see, we need to put our egg. And again, most of my recipes are vegan, so it would be very easy to substitute this for just a half a cup of regular applesauce. I usually do unsweetened applesauce, that way it doesn't affect the recipe. So let me put my egg that doesn't want to crack in there. Just mix that up real quick so it's nice and broken up. Okay, now we are going to put in our sugar and oil. So we need about a half a cup of sugar. And then we need 1/4 of a cup of just regular vegetable oil. Let's see. Which is not uncommon to have oil in muffins. Okay. All right, and now we're going to mix that up until it's all nice and creamy. All right, now we want to mix in our vanilla. We have about a half a tablespoon. Which I don't think you can really overdo vanilla, but that's my personal preference. Okay, there's one. Almost out of my vanilla. Okay. Just had enough. All right, and then we need our vinegar, which is a half a teaspoon of our white vinegar. Okay. And then we need our baking soda, which is a half a teaspoon of our baking soda. That in, and then again we need a little bit of salt, just a tiny bit. All right, and now we're going to mix that in. Now we're going to mix in the sour cream. So we are still going to use the mixer for that. This is the last step that we want to. All right, so that was a 1/2 cup of sour cream. And we're going to mix that in. So for this last step, they say you should really use a wooden spoon or a spatula or some sort of stirring with your own hands. All right, let me get this out of the way. Okay, so we're going to take our bowl and we're going to put our 1/2 cup of flour. So we put half in there so that we could get that stirred in really good. The recipe calls for 1 cup, and we'll be putting a full cup of flour in, but I wanted to put the 1/2 cup in so I could kind of get it stirred in first. And it might be a little bit lumpy, but we're just gonna see. You know, muffins are usually lumpy too, so. All right, now we're gonna put in our other half of flour. Just give it a nice good stir and keep scraping the sides so that you don't have any of your mix clumped. Okay. All right, now we get to add our wonderful, make sure I got it. Yeah, we're gonna add all of our blueberries. Yay! And just give them a good little mix in. All right. Just take a nice good scoop. Drop it down in your muffin cup. I'll try to fill them about half full to start with. And that way, if you have a bunch of batter left over, you can either make more or you can fill them a little bit higher. It's up to you. Some people like really big muffins. And then other of us like to keep our quantities big, and are having more of them means less calories per muffin. So again, I'm just filling them about half full. And that also will depend on how many you actually get out of the recipe. Most muffin recipes, you're going to get about a dozen out of them. But again, that all depends on how big you want your muffins to be at the end. Now we're going to put them in the oven at 350 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes until a toothpick comes out clean. So before you put them in the oven, don't forget to put your little soft mixture that you made, your topping, just a little bit. And I may not put it on all of them. It did make quite a lot of it, but I'm just going to sprinkle it on a few of them. So we're going to let them sit here for about 5 minutes and then take them out and put them on the regular cooling rack for a little while. And the best way that I have found to get muffins out of the tin, unless you just don't mind getting your fingers burned, is just take a fork and pull the extra added. And see, they'll just pop right out. But just take a fork on the edge of them. Okay. And then we'll take one of the ones that I did not put the topping on them, which I have a feeling they'll be yummy no matter if they have the topping on them or not. Okay. All right. So let's get this out of the way. Okay. And then bring these forward. All right. So here is the Copycat recipe for Starbucks's blueberry muffins, and it has them with or without the nice little crumb topping that comes to it. Well, let's see. Take them out of there, and woo, that looks yummy. All right. Well, again, please like and subscribe so that I can make more bakes for you, and I will catch y'all on the next bake.